wisely as possible, and I'll be happy to give you some ideas. And their answer is always the same. They say, oh, I work. So I grab anything I can and I say, how many hours a week? What do you think they usually tell me? Yeah, not 16 on the weekends or whatever, 40. Okay, well, I mean, it's obvious. This is an extreme example, but it's obvious. If you add this together, you get 85, which makes this like a joke. This is like 2 full-time jobs plus 5 more hours on top of it. That's a busy, busy schedule. Well, most people, when they try to do something like this, they get to the end of the semester and they've either gotten great grades, which is kind of a miracle, but the whole rest of their life is sort of falling apart, or their life is in great shape and they've gotten all D's and F's. Something's got to give. So what I ask this student is, can you cut units? Can you drop your units down? Because that will help, right? It drops the total. What do they say? They say, don't touch my units. Okay, and so this is out. And I want to ask you this just really quickly. Why do a lot of students who take a lot of units take a lot of units? There are 2 reasons. Yeah, one is they have to. Anybody here who's on financial aid, unless you have an unusual type of financial aid, they basically say, do you want your money? And you say, yeah, full time, 12 units or more. And some people on financial aid have said, I wish I could take 6 units or 8 or 9. That's about how much I can handle, but they make you take 12 or more. What's the other reason? What's the most common reason? Yeah. Race, okay? People say if I take 15 units in the fall, 18 in the spring, and then I'll take 6 in the summer, they're in a hurry, okay? This is especially true of people who are maybe a little bit older coming back to school and they're thinking, man, the clock is ticking, I gotta hurry. But the problem is, when you have a schedule like that, if you die before you graduate, it doesn't do you any good. And I see people every semester just burn right into the ground because they've taken on way more than they can handle. Well, this person says, forget it, don't touch my units. And then I ask them the stupid question, how about your work hours? Can you drop those way down? They say, you're going to pay my bills? And I said, no. They said, can't touch that. Then what's left? That makes me very nervous. Okay, so what this person says, and again, they might be very motivated and they might be very intelligent, very good student, is they say, I'm going to go faithfully to class, I'm going to work faithfully, and I'll study a few minutes here and there and hope I do okay. And no matter how good a student you are, if you don't have the time to devote to studying, you're never going to make it. This is especially true as you go further in your education. When you get to a university, it's kind of like, again, the pros instead of the college. If you're like an athlete, it's a whole other level. And if you just give little leftover time to studying, you're never going to survive. And so you have to figure out what you can handle. I've had some students who are single, unattached, hardly any responsibilities. They can handle more than this, like 60, 65. I've had some who are single moms, for example. They have 1 child, they have 2, 3 children, whatever, and they have such a busy life that this number is way higher than they could handle. They could only handle like 30 or 25. So you're the one who knows, but what I wanted to have you think about for the future is that when you get ready to enroll for the fall, for example, look at all the classes that you might take, come up with the total units that you would be signing up for, and then do the little math with the ×2, and then add any work hours, and then look at the result like a job. And if you look at the hours and you think, that's good, I can deal with that, then sign up.